Welcome everyone to this edition of CPL 21. This just in, we have just gotten word that there is a monster sighting at the Clarington Public Library. We don't yet know what they want or if they just are interested in checking out a book. We have our top reporter on the case, but keep your eyes peeled for anything strange and use the live comment section to let us know if you see anything. Let's go live with Mady and see what she's found. Mady?
I'm here at the Curtis branch of the Clarington Public Library, and everything seems pretty quiet. I asked the staff here a few questions, but they all claim they haven't seen anything. It feels like they might be hiding something. I was able to check out a few books, though. I see someone playing soccer out there in the field. Let's go ask them if they've seen anything strange or suspicious. Excuse me, Mady here from CPL 21. You're live on the air. Can I ask you a question? Have you seen anything weird or supernatural around here today? Maybe something hiding in the bushes or hanging from the trees?
No, just some birds and me, but I'm just getting ready for a soccer game tonight. Wait, why? Is there something hiding out here? Should I be prepared for an attack?
No. Perfectly normal day. There's just been some talk that there might be some sort of creature, a monster even, in this area. That's all. Perfectly safe, I'm sure. It's all hearsay, really. You said there's a soccer game tonight. May I ask what you do to prepare? Do you mind showing us some moves we can follow along to so that we're all stretched out just in case we need to make a quick escape from a monster?
A monster, you say? Well, I'm not scared of it. No monsters. So I can show you some moves, some stretches, some drills. Maybe the monster will come out and join along with us. I love this song and it really helps me get moving. So let's try this one. Are you ready? Let's stand up and touch the sky, touch the sky, touch the sky. Let's stand up and touch the sky and dance together. Let's bend down and touch our toes, touch our toes, touch our toes. Let's bend down and touch our toes and dance together. Let's have fun and run in place, run in place, run in place. Let's all have fun and run in place and dance together. Let's all move and wiggle and shake, wiggle and shake, wiggle and shake. Let's all move and wiggle and shake and dance together. Let's all march and stomp our feet, stomp our feet, stomp our feet. Let's all march and stomp our feet and dance together. Let's start low and jump up high, jump up high, jump up high. Let's start low and jump up high and dance together. Wow, what a workout. Whew. Another thing I love to do to get pumped up is reading with a friend. And I just happened to check out a book about stretching and dancing with some monsters. Let's check it out with my friend Trinity. And don't forget to help keep us safe and use the live comments on the side to let us know if you see any monsters out there. Not that I'm scared or anything.
The book that I'm going to be reading to you guys today is called Monster Boogie, and it is written by Lori Berkner and illustrated by Ben Clan. And we are reading this book today with permission from Simon & Schuster from Young Readers. Creak. I'm the biggest monster that you've ever seen. Eep. My eyes are purple and my teeth are green. I'm big and I'm scary, you know what I mean? And this is what I like to do. I do the monster boogie, the monster boogie, the monster boogie around the room. Everybody does the monster boogie, the monster boogie, the monster boogie. And so can you. 'Cause I'm the biggest monster that you've ever seen. My eyes are yellow and my teeth are green. I'm big and I'm hairy, you know what I mean? And this is what I like to do. I do the monster wiggle, the monster wiggle. The monster wiggle around the room. Creak. Everybody does. The monster wiggle, the monster wiggle, the monster wiggle. And so can you. Creak, creak, rar, grr, rar. The end.
What a great book! And if the monster was around, I bet he loved dancing to the story too. Well, looks like there's nothing to report here yet.
Thanks, Mady. I'm sure our viewers had lots of fun stretching and dancing. Let us know if there's any updates on finding that monster and what their motives are. Now, all the way from British Columbia, we have monster experts, Ranger Joe, here with us today to share safety tips when confronted by a monster or a wild animal. Ranger Joe, what can you tell us?
Hi there, everyone. Happy to join you today. When you're out looking for a monster or even just going for a hike, you've got to make sure you're being as safe as possible. Particularly in the summer, the heat can affect us a lot. That's why it's super duper important to remember to bring the right supplies with you so you never get caught unprepared on a monster hunt. Do you kids have any ideas of what supplies you should bring with you when adventuring outdoors? Comment your answers along with your first name in the live chat now. While our audience is sending their guesses in the chat, I have a few great songs we can sing about how to identify a monster and what to do if you actually see one. Our first song is called Horns and Fangs. Follow along to the hand movements at home if you'd like. Here we go. Horns and fangs, knees and claws, knees and claws, knees and claws. Horns and fangs, knees and claws, eyes, ears, tail and paws. Okay, we're gonna sing it one more time. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Horns and fangs, knees and claws, knees and claws, knees and claws. Horns and fangs, knees and claws, eyes, ears, tail and paws. Great dancing, guys. Do you know what a monster might look like now? Now, let's sing If You Ever See a Monster to figure out what we should do if we actually do see one. Here we go. If you ever see a monster, a monster, a monster. If you ever see a monster, here's what you do. Run this way and that way and this way and that way. If you ever see a monster, be sure to shout boo. All right, we're gonna sing that one more time, guys. You ready? Here we go. If you ever see a monster, a monster, a monster. If you ever see a monster, here's what you do. Run this way and that way and this way and that way. If you ever see a monster, be sure to shout boo. Wow, looks like you guys have been blowing up the chat while I was singing. Let's take a look at some of your answers. It looks like we have a comment here from Mackenzie who says, you should always bring a water bottle with you when you're going outdoors. That is a wonderful idea. We never want to get dehydrated while we're going on a hike. So great job, Mackenzie. We also have a comment from Taylor who says, you should always bring sunscreen with you when you're on a hike. That's another fantastic idea. We definitely do not want to get a sunburn. So great comment, Taylor. We have another comment here from Brooklyn who says you should always bring a friend with you when you're going outside. That's another amazing idea, Brooklyn. We always love to have a buddy with us to just talk to while we're out looking for a monster. Otherwise, it could get quite boring. We have another comment here from Juliana who says you should always bring mommy. Now that is a great answer because our moms are the best person we can possibly bring with us anywhere we go because they are full of great advice to help us on our monster hunting quest. We have another comment here from Austin who says you should bring a Swiss Army knife. Now that might be a tool for perhaps older kids, but it's still a great idea to help us survive in the wilderness if need be. We have another comment from Logan who says you should bring a map on your phone. That's definitely a great idea because it's awesome to have something portable. So just in case you lose your map on the trail or anything like that, you always have your map with you. You can always find your way. So great comment, Logan. We have another comment from Gracie who says to bring chapstick. That's another great idea because it's quite hot outside these days and our lips might get pretty dry. So chapstick will help keep us very comfortable. Finally, we have a comment from Paul who says we should keep monster spray with us. That is an amazing idea, Paul. Thank you so much for suggesting it. A monster spray can help us stay safe from any pesky monsters that we spot on our hunt. Wow, those are some really awesome guesses, guys. Thank you so much for sending them in. Are you ready to hear my answer? Some important things to have with you when going on a monster hunt or exploring outdoors in general are a bottle of water and a portable snack so you stay hydrated and fueled up, a whistle so you can call for help if you get separated from your family or if you see a spooky apparition, a flashlight in case it gets dark, a map in case you lose your way, and a first aid kit just in case you scrape your knee. Something else to always carry with you is your courage. If you come face to face with a monster out there in the wilderness, you'll need to be very brave to deal with it. How about we learn more about survival and overcoming our fears with this great book? The book we will be reading today is called Fear the Bunny, and it was written by Richard T. Morris and Priscilla Burris. We have permission to read this book from Athenaeum Books for Young Readers. Bunnies, bunnies, burning bright in the forest of the night. Excuse me, that's not how it goes. It's tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night. Here, it's bunnies, bunnies. That's ridiculous. The poem is about me, the most feared animal in the forest. There's nothing scary about a bunny. In this forest, we fear the bunnies. Oh, come on. What's a bunny going to do? Hop on my head? Nibble my tail? Yawn. Fear the bunny? That's a good one. Please run away. Save yourself. Look, I don't run away from anything. Okay, have you seen these teeth, these claws? Do you hear that? I don't hear anything. The bunnies are approaching. Ooh, the bunnies are approaching. Quick, someone check my vegetable garden. You are in grave danger. Hide now before it's too late. I'm a tiger. I don't hide from. You have to hide now. I can still see your tail. How about now? Shh, the bunnies are here. That's it? You've got to be kidding me. A cotton ball is more frightening than that thing. What's it gonna do? Cute me to death? Uh-oh. Bunnies, bunnies, burning bright. Breaking news, everyone. We've had a sighting. I've got another witness here with me who seems to have been camping when they noticed something strange. Thanks for agreeing to interview with us. Can you describe the monster? What sounds did it make? How big was it? Was it totally scary? Did it attack you?
I was just getting my camp ready and it came out of nowhere. I saw it out of the corner of my eye in those bushes right back there. It was enormous. Well, maybe not enormous. It was big and it was pink. No, it was purple, but it had a long horn and it made this sound. It was like a humming. It was crazy. It could have been an animal, but I have no idea what kind. What do you think at home? Have you seen the creature? Does it look like an animal you know? Comment in the chat and let us know. Whenever I try and solve a mystery like this one, I like to talk it out with a friend, and I just happened to be camping with my friend Trinity, who knows a little bit about monsters.
What could a monster look like? Let's read this book about a pesky monster following a girl at school. The next book we have for you is called The Snurch, and it is written by Sean Farrell and it is illustrated by Charles Santoso. And we have permission to read this book from Simon & Schuster. Ruthie has a problem at school. It is not the students or the classroom, and it is not the reading or the writing or the math. It is the snurch. Teacher says, "Ruthie, please take your seat." There is her seat, and there is the snurch. The snurch is a lot of things. Nice is not one of them. The snurch is scribbly and scrunchy, the snurch is grabby and burpy and rude, and the snurch is always with Ruthie. When teacher calls on Ruthie, the snurch throws her pencils, and Ruthie forgets the question. During recess, the snurch makes rude noises, and no one wants Ruthie to play. And when everyone draws in art class, the snurch becomes truly terrible. It hides, it waits, and when teacher asks if anyone wants to share their work, it leaps, it grabs, it crumbles, and it makes sure no one will like George's drawing. Teacher says, "Ruthie, that is not okay." "It wasn't me," said Ruthie. "It was the snurch." No one has a life as difficult as Ruthie's. 10 whole minutes later, Ruthie tries to draw something pretty, or cute, or happy, but all that comes out of her crayon is unhappy scribbles, and the snurch is no help. Ruthie looks really hard at the snurch, and then Ruthie draws. Art class ends. Teacher asks if anyone would like to share. No one is more surprised than Ruthie when she stands up. No one except the snurch. "I will," says Ruthie. She shows the class her drawing. Her classmates look. "It's what throws our pencils," says one. "It's what makes weird noises," says another. "It's what drew on my drawing," says George. Ruthie knows the snurch wants to run away and hide. "I'm sorry about that," says Ruthie. "That's okay," says George, "and I like your drawings." And then another kid says the same thing, and another, until everybody agrees. Ruthie has drawn a wonderful snurch. Ruthie likes school. She likes the students, she likes the classroom, she likes the reading and the writing and the math. And Ruthie still has a snurch. The snurch is still scribbly and scrunchy. The snurch is still burpy and grabby and rude. But the snurch also listens sometimes. And sometimes the snurch is even sorry. And as hard as it can be to sit next to a snurch, Ruthie realizes she is not alone. George has one too. "I like your drawing," says Ruthie. "Thanks," says George. That is the end.
That's not really what I saw. Maybe we could coax them out with a song? There's only one way to find out. So everyone, let's stand up and make sure you have some room around you because we're gonna dance this monster out of hiding. Are you ready? All right, repeat after me. If you're a monster and you know it, stomp your paws. If you're a monster and you know it, stomp your paws. If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a monster and you know it, stomp your paws. If you're a monster and you know it, show your claws. If you're a monster and you know it, show your claws. If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a monster and you know it, show your claws. If you're a monster and you know it, give a roar, roar. If you're a monster and you know it, give a roar, roar. If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a monster and you know it, give a roar, roar. Good one. Good job, everyone. Sadly, that didn't get the monster to show themselves. We might have to try something else. What do you think, Mady?
You know, I think we've spent enough time speculating and it's time to take some action. I'm gonna go on a monster hunt and track down this monster once and for all. Why don't you all join me? Repeat after me when I point the microphone at you, okay? Here we go. We're going on a monster hunt. We're gonna find a big one. We're not scared, but What if he's under the bed? Better go over it. Squoosh, squoosh, squoosh. We're going on a monster hunt. We're gonna find a big one. We're not scared, but what if he's in the closet? Better close it. Slam, slam, slam. We're going on a monster hunt. We're gonna find a big one. We're not scared, but what if he's in the hallway? Better tiptoe down it. Tiptoe, tiptoe. We're going on a monster hunt. We're gonna find a big one. We're not scared, but what if he's in the garage? Better stomp through it. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Wait a minute. What's that? Ah! Oh my God, it's a monster. No, really, the monster's back. What should we do?
Wait. That's not a monster.
Well, that mystery is solved. Silly Ready Reader playing a prank. Thanks to everyone at home for keeping me vigilant. Did you think it was a real monster? Thanks to all our friends for joining in with us today. We really appreciate all the help solving this monster mystery. Come back to continue the fun this summer. And don't forget to register for Beanstack and log your reading times on there. This is Mady for CPL 21 saying thank you and have a great day.